Hi, this is a review of order of operations, or BEDMAS. So BEDMAS stands for brackets, exponents, division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction. This is sometimes referred to as PEMDAS, which means parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. So we're supposed to do the order from top to bottom. However, division and multiplication are actually at the same level, so we have to do this left to right. As well, addition and subtraction are on the same level, so we have to perform this left to right. So all brackets are done first, and this includes functions such as absolute value and square root. So here we have square root, so it's implied that we have brackets around the whole operand inside the square root. Inner brackets are always done first. That should say brackets. And when brackets are nested. So here's an example of how to do the processing. We do the inner brackets first. We have implied brackets here. This is the inner brackets. Minus 7 plus 5, that's equal to negative 2. Okay, so we have a negative 2 here. We do the exponents next. There's only one exponent here. So it's negative 2 inside brackets squared. This means negative 2 times negative 2, and that's 4. When we have an even number of positive signs, it's positive. If we have an odd number of negative signs, it's negative. And just a note, this negative 2 squared does not equal negative 2 squared. In this case, we do the exponents first and then minus. Brackets here means we squared of negative 2. Okay, so now we're left with negative 7 plus 3 divided by 2 times square root. We have 4 now, and that's plus 12, and that's divided by negative 9 minus 5 plus 19. So brackets again are next, and that means we're doing the square root. We have square root 4 plus 12, so that's square root of 16, and that's 4. We're not solving for a variable and taking the square root, so this is just 4. It's not plus or minus 4. So now we have negative 7 plus 3 divided by 2 times 4 divided by negative 9 minus 5 plus 19. We're free to rearrange terms as long as we keep the sign with it. So I'm going to rearrange a term. So this term is done first. Since these are all multiplies and divides, this is considered one term. And we can rewrite it like this. 3 times 4 over 2 times negative 9. So everything that we're multiplying goes in the numerator. Everything that we're dividing goes in the denominator. Now, again, we can rearrange any plus or minuses as long as we keep the sign. So this is plus 19. This is minus 7. This is minus 5. So for any term, we're allowed to put the multiplies in the numerator, divides in the denominator. And it's better for us to arrange all the adds on the left and all the subtracts on the right. However, right now we're going to continue with the old way. So we're going to calculate this term first. 3 divided by 2 can just be written as 3 over 2. It's 3 over 2 times 4. We now cancel a 2 from the numerator and a 2 from the denominator. So 4 divided by 2 is 2. This means we have 3 times 2. And that's equal to 6. So we carry on the next operation. 6 divided by 9, negative 9. And that gives us minus 6 over 9. And we can cancel 3 from the numerator and denominator. So that gives us negative 2 over 3. So now we have minus 7, minus 2 over 3, minus 5, plus 19. And we add and subtract from left to right. So minus 7 minus 2 over 3. We need a common denominator of 3. So this is minus 21 over 3, minus 2 over 3, minus 23 over 3. And our next operation is minus 5. Again, we have the same common denominator. So we have minus 23 over 3, minus 15 over 3. And that's minus 38 over 3. Now we add 19. Our common denominator is still 3. So 3 times 19 is 57. And we have 19 over 3. And that's our final answer. And I've done this so that we can see that doing this operation will give us the same answer. So we have 3 times 4 over 2 times negative 9 plus 19 minus 7 minus 5. 3 times 4 is 12. And we have a minus. 2 times 9 is 18. We're adding 19. And these two subtracts is 12. This simplifies to minus 2 over 3. 19 minus 12 is positive 7. And again, we have a common denominator of 3. So minus 2 over 3 plus 21 over 3, that gives us 19 over 3. And that's the same answer. And here's a reminder that order of operations is important. Otherwise, we get different answers. If we do this first, 2 plus 3, that equals 5, and then 5 times 4, we get 20. However, that's the incorrect answer. If we follow BEDMAS, we get 3 times 4, that's 12, and then 2 plus 12 gives us 14, which is the correct answer. Now, brackets around a negative number is not part of the order of operations. It's just simply making the negative number explicit. So we're not saying to do the negative 2 first because there's really no operations to do there. We just take negative 2 to the power of 4. So for this one, we have 3 plus 16. There's 4 negative signs, so it becomes positive. This is 19. 4 negative signs. Here, we do the exponent first. So this is 3 minus 16. This is minus 13. We have only 1 negative sign. So just to remind you, there are alternate symbols for multiply and divide, and occasionally I'll switch between them. If we have a small x, that's multiply. You're used to that. A dot also means multiply, and asterisk means multiply. If there's no operator, if we just have brackets up against other brackets, that's multiply. We do a lot of multiplying in math, so that's a symbol we tend to leave out. So if I have 3x squared y. This means 3 times x squared times y. And dividing. We have this symbol as usual. We have this symbol. We have this symbol. And we have the long division symbol as well. So if we had 3 divided by 123, we'd write it out like that. But we don't use this much in algebra. If you need to, you can watch the video on how to answer all the questions. And that completes this review.